Hello my friends and welcome back to the channel. In this video I want to share with you 5 really important early warning signs that you may be developing an unhealthy relationship with alcohol. The first thing I want to say is that if you display any of these warning signs, if one or more or even all of them, that doesn't mean that you are an alcoholic. What it means is that perhaps you need to address your relationship with alcohol now before things escalate and before, yes, you can develop full-blown alcoholism, or what people like to call today alcohol misuse disorder, which amounts to the same thing really, the same end result. Eventually it will take everything from you. So the idea of this video is perhaps that if you recognize or can relate to any of these warning signs that I give you, that maybe you can perhaps have a look at yourself, have a look at your drinking now before it does become too late. Just before I go into the video, if my videos over the years have helped you in any way and you feel like you'd like to show some support to the channel, then please take a moment to click the Ko-fi link in the description, have a quick read and find out how you can do that. I'd be eternally grateful. Thank you. So the 5 warning signs, first of all. The first one is quite an obvious one really, I suppose, because a lot of you may recognize this. I certainly do. And this is that you can just never have one drink. It doesn't matter what the situation is or where you are. It is literally impossible for you to just have one. I know if someone has said to me, you come out for a pint of beer, in the early days, before my addiction developed, I would have laughed in their faces. There's no way I could just have one. Normally, the thing you've got to watch for is that, you're having more and more and more, and there's always some negative consequences at the end of it. You can't just stop at one and walk away. Moderation is not in your vocabulary. That's sign number 1. Number 2 is, have you started drinking alone on a regular basis? Now, I don't just mean on the odd occasion that you may come home from work and you've had a particularly rough day and you want to relax and you have a can of beer or whatever it is, glass of wine on your own. I'm talking about, are you starting to drink regularly on your own? And it might not just be at night time. It might have started to seep in. It might be lunchtime, or it might be in the afternoon, or when you're sitting, anytime you sit down, but on your own on a regular basis. That's another warning sign. Number 3, do you sort of white knuckle Monday to Thursday while you're at work during the week and not drink? And then do you binge from Friday onwards throughout the whole weekend and destroy yourself over the weekend? Obviously, this is extremely dangerous because it can lead to particularly bad damage to your liver, kidneys, all sorts of stuff going on, and also can lead to alcoholic poisoning. But are you the sort of person who you're just white knuckling it over the weekend? This is a regular thing again, and then you binge at the weekends. There's no stopping you. You're away just non-stop throughout the Friday, Saturday, or Friday night, Saturday and Sunday. Another warning sign. Number 4, are you drinking to feel better about yourself or to self-medicate any emotions you may be feeling? Is that becoming a regular thing? So whenever you're feeling sad, whenever you're feeling stressed, whenever you're feeling anxious, whenever you're feeling low mood, on every occasion, whenever you go out on a social occasion, if you suffer from social anxiety, for instance, are you drinking to give yourself confidence? Are you medicating your emotions? This is something that you should really watch for, because then you're not drinking because you're enjoying an odd drink. You're drinking for medicine. And then you can become to rely on this. This can escalate and escalate and escalate until it's just constant self-medication. This is quite a common point for a starting point to lead on to alcoholism or dependence on alcohol. Number 5, this is a really important one because it's one that, if you recognize this in yourself, this is when it's becoming quite dangerous, when you need to be really taking a close look at yourself. Are you lying to those that you love, your partner, your family, or anyone that your friends, about your alcohol, your doctor even, your alcohol consumption? Are you hiding alcohol around the house or in other places, even at work? Are you drinking secretly, hiding away? So when you're drinking, if you're, say the family's having a drink, have you got something stashed somewhere and you keep sneaking drinks and trying to hide that from the family? That's a really strong warning that things are escalating and that your relationship with alcohol is becoming a poor one. Now, the thing is, like I said at the beginning of this video, if you recognize all those signs, if they're happening regularly to you, that doesn't mean, don't sort of mad panic and think, I'm an alcoholic, and or I'm an alcohol misuse disorder, whatever you want to call it. What it may mean is that you've caught it in the early stages. You may need to address it now, and you may need to ask for help early, sorting it out before it escalates. Before, what normally happens is, as it escalates, because it always gets worse, alcoholism, it always escalates. Before it does, then you'll develop alcohol dependence. Once you've developed a dependence on alcohol, things will very quickly slip out of your control, and it will slowly take everything you hold dear in your life. And when it's took everything from your life, it'll come back and take you, your health, and probably kill you. So please have a look at yourself. If you recognize those signs, address them early, sort of scale back a bit if you have to, ask for help if you need some help, get some support put in place before things develop or escalate. And if you are in the midst of addiction at the moment, never give up. Please, it's coming up to Christmas now. Now's the time to do something about it. Ask for help now. Get some support in place and stop. There's plenty of videos on this channel that'll help you. Good luck, my friends, and much love to you. Carpe diem. Please click on the Ko-fi link in the description if you want to show the channel some support. Much love to you all. Bye-bye.